Okay, hopefully you know the drill by now. Mark Rollins, these are skits I wrote 25, 30 years ago for a college-age Christian group. And they're on a YouTube channel called CCF 90s Skits Nostalgia. You can go and watch them if you don't want to hear my commentary. A lot of evangelical cringe on it. And yeah, and of course, this is all going to be part of an episode I'm doing at the end of the month. Now, this particular one is called Truth or Consequences. But if you actually look at this sketch, it's not really based on that game show Truth or Consequences. It's actually based on a show called To Tell the Truth. I think somehow we got our wires crossed while doing this sketch. But honestly, I have no idea what the rules of the game show Truth or Consequences are, so I was willing to go with this. And this is one of those sketches that I kind of wrote because essentially, like, this is back when we were doing skits, we all got together and then we would just kind of have some synergy and then come up with something. And something like this is a pretty easy format. All you have to do is just think of like a few situations that come up and then you know, and then just kind of take it from there. So, as you can see, well, maybe you don't know, the guy all the way to the right, that's me. And, yeah. And basically, I'm kind of this, well, honestly, I'm not really certain. I'm not even, this is one of those situations where it's like, when you come up with these ideas, you just sort of make this happen, and, so I don't even think I even know like what I'm really supposed to be here, and I think that's the joke. Basically, this is like a game show, and I just sort of wander on stage and pretend like I'm a contestant. I can't help but feel like there should be more of a backstory here, but I'm kind of glad there isn't, honestly. This feels like a sketch that Saturday Night Live would do, probably in its early iterations, but honestly, Saturday Night Live would probably do something like this now. I don't know. They're always pretty good at doing stuff like that. And yeah, I've said before how much Saturday Night Live has influenced me, and yeah. So as far as this whole thing is concerned and how we thought this up, these stories that these characters are telling are real. Like they actually did this, and so I remember when we did this, we were rehearsing how they would tell this story and who would be lying and whatever. And I had to just sort of come up with a line there. And that's kind of how I did that. Now, I'm not saying I came up with that line like right on stage. We had a rehearsal. And during rehearsal, I just would sort of like, okay, what can I say here? And I put this in here. And I'm going to say this. I have mixed feelings watching this thing. I don't know if you know this. I probably have mentioned this before. I'm on the autism spectrum. So basically, growing up, I was kind of considered kind of a nerdy guy, kind of this sort of thing. And if you look at my performance and look at the way I laugh, I'm trying to obviously imitate the character George McFly from Back to the Future. But honestly, I think I'm coming off more like Tom Cruise. Maybe it's the hair. I don't know why. Anyway, actually, that's just sort of my interpretation there. Yeah, I'm probably probably boosting my ego saying I'm like Tom Cruise, but hey, what can I say? Hey, think of any Tom Cruise impersonation. I think you get some guy kind of like this. Anyway, so it's kind of weird that this character I'm playing has to be the butt of this joke and is also kind of like just kind of there. I will say something for the guy who's playing this host of this show. Boy, he's really giving his all. I mean, remember this guy? He's a great guy, and I was always glad to have him in skits because I always felt he gave his all in his energy. So yeah. So yeah, man. Anyway, so yeah. So that was basically the premise of this thing. So not only is it not Truth or Consequences, it's some other game show. Hey, I gotta say one thing, at least it's real. And now I'm gonna talk about some serious trauma. Now, yeah, okay, that's not really funny, is it? That somebody would run me over like that, but hey, it's a sketch, you can go with that. People can laugh at my pain if they like. Anyway. Okay, now here is the strangest thing that we never predicted about this sketch. When they're asking the audience who is lying, every single time they would say me. And I was just going like, this happened every time. I don't know why this is. This is just something you couldn't plan on. We could not figure out why the heck somebody would just pick me every time. And I mean, I'm the one who's most obviously lying, and that these people are saying like number 4 is telling the truth. It's like, what? Oh, come on. Yeah. So I mean, this is kind of crazy. Okay, coming up here, I have a joke that I don't honestly get. I think basically just like I came up with this.
I didn't do so well, my turn.
All right. What is this?
Graded me on a curve.
Graded me on a curve. What the heck does that mean? I have no idea what that. I mean, I guess the non sequitur is kind of the joke there. I don't even. It's kind of funny when I was watching this. I realized that I didn't get this joke. So yeah.
Number 4.
Yeah, once again, number 4. So I can see, and it's so funny that the guy playing this host has to just sort of like play along with this thing, and it's kind of funny. You can see his frustration, but at the same time, he's doing a good job being a good sport about it. I love when this one lady says she got 100% of her driver's test. You can hear somebody in the audience going, "No way!" Okay, and now we're gonna get to the winner for tonight, and. Okay, this lady who's doing this, who's tallying up the scores. Honestly, I really like this joke that she has this hesitation, and then she's really trying hard to do this. Kind of makes fun of the ditzy game show host. I don't know. I always thought that was a funny joke. I can't remember if we scripted that or that's something that they did on the fly. And honestly, it's still pretty funny. So, okay. So this is where it kind of gets a little awkward in the sketch, but because I think the topic of tonight with truth or consequences was about telling the truth and being a person of integrity. But here's the thing. This sketch does not illustrate this very well at all. And because the person that who is telling the most lies, me, doesn't get consequences. Seriously. I know that's kind of a spoiler. Now, I remember that working with the person who used to be on Skits for the time at CCF, they were really big at pie in the face. For some reason, I felt like this would happen a lot in sketches where people would get pies in the faces. I don't know who thinks a pie in the face is pretty funny. I never really did. I think I did a sketch one time. I don't have that on tape where I got a pie in the face, and it's not this one. And the way the pie, I think it was just sitting on a counter somewhere, so all the whipped cream had turned into pretty much almost water by that time. And so by the time I got hit in the face, it was a huge mess. It was just like a... So honestly, when we do pies in the face, I'm going like, yeah, you better have somebody there to shampoo the carpet after it's over, because, dude... Oh, yeah. So anyway, so I don't know. You can hear the audience kind of stop laughing when the pies happen, but... 'cause I don't really think that's a really funny gag. Anyway, that's that sketch.